fighters with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist, yo. I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clever D, the Combat G, and the Sports Professor.
Yo, what up, friends? And welcome in. You know who it is. Ballin' Buds, your favorite combat sports duo, here with our combat sports special number 19, my friends. We got the UFC 302 coming up, a few boxing matches to talk about, and here to give us all of the amazing information, all of his excellent boxing, MMA, UFC knowledge, our UFC and combat sports insider, your favorite, the star of the show, Clever D, the Combat G.
What up, Daniel Barry? I see you out there.
I love how he comments so early every time.
Perfect. Every time he hops in there. I love that. It used to be Ian or Flo, but Daniel, you
I miss Ian, man.
Yeah, Ian got to come on back. Shout out to Australia. What's up, everybody? Jermaine, man, we back here. We're gonna talk about some boxing. Gonna talk about some MMA. We're gonna talk about some tiddlywinks. We're gonna talk about a new CPAP machine. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cover all the bases today. Okay, I'm gonna let it flood up in here because I know you guys been waiting and wondering when the hell we're gonna talk about this card. And because it's an action-packed Saturday, we got boxing during the day, and we got UFC at night. And you could, like I said before, the Saudis, they don't care about America. They're like, look, y'all gotta adjust y'all timing to us. We the new boxing capital over here, since y'all don't want to make the good fights over there, vice versa. But anyways, I'm here. I'm having fun. I'm ready. Sipping out of my Ghostface Killer cup. If I can get it up in their glass. There we go. Bam.
Ooh. Ghostface Killer. Bees on the squad. Love me some Ghostface. And the Wu-Tang Clan. Shout out. So welcome in, everybody, as always.
Oh,
thank
Sarah.
you.
What's up, sir?
Thank you for tuning in. Somebody, I don't know who that is, but yeah.
Come As You Are podcast. Check them out. It's a great crew.
Check them out. Make sure you subscribe. And while you're there, go ahead and find us on whatever platform you're on. That's at Ballin' Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Go ahead and, first of all, subscribe to our YouTube, where you will be able to watch all of our videos. I edit, do tons of videos, put them out usually almost every day, every other day. So check out our YouTube, make sure you subscribe. And then on Instagram as well, make sure you follow to stay updated from when our new shows are going to be, because that's where we post our.
You sound a little funky, Omar. You sound like you underwater or something.
Very interesting. Okay.
Now you got closer. You're better. Now you're good.
Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll keep rolling with it. Let me know if that happens again, because I can always try to restart my audio just to make sure. But if I sound good, then hey, what's up? Hey, my buddy, David. What's up, big dog? Shout out. He's always supporting. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check out his ALS advocacy blog at David's ALS Journey, and y'all find him there. He has some really good information on curing that horrible disease. So I hope everyone had an amazing Memorial Day. Let's get this bad boy kicked off. First things first, briefly, before we get into the bigger cards that we're going to talk about. There was a card this past weekend. Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor. This is a beef that goes back a while. These guys do not like each other whatsoever. Actually, you could pretty much say they probably, very much dislike or even hate each other. So this was number 2 of their fights in Leeds, England. This was also for the World Super Lightweight Champion. Jack.
No belt.
Okay, well, thank you for the correction. Thank you for the correction. But he is the belt holder, Josh Taylor. So Catterall. Okay.
He ain't got a belt.
What was that?
He doesn't have a belt.
No. I'm sorry. He had a belt. He former.
Yeah.
I apologize. That's how I said that. Former undisputed world super lightweight champion. Thought I said that. My bad. Anyway, so Catterall came back and he won this fight. All 3 judges gave the fight. 2 by Catterall, 117, 111. The other one, 116, 113 for the other one for Catterall as well. So not that close of a fight. I mean, it was good because they didn't like each other, so it was good to watch. But what are your thoughts on this fight?
I was actually talking to Tony the Savant about this because he had watched. I didn't watch the time it came on. I had to watch it a little later. But the problem with this fight, the best part of this fight was after the fight when Bob Arum got the mic and was like, "I'm not sending none of my Americans over here to fight again. You British judges are trash." He basically just shitted on everybody over there in Great Britain, all the judges. But the first fight, Josh Taylor was undisputed at 140, and I thought he lost the fight to Jack Catterall. Catterall landed more punches, threw more, landed more, had more effective shots, dropped him down twice, I think in the 8th round of the first fight. They still gave it to Josh Taylor, which is just crazy. This fight, first 2 rounds were kind of iffy, could have gone either way. Catterall took over in the 7th, but then Josh Taylor woke back up and basically had him where he needed to be, just whooping his ass until about the 11th round, and then Catterall started coming back. What's up, man? But Catterall came back. He hit him with a crucial left hook in the 11th. I mean, he buckled his knees. I think he knocked. I forgot where's Josh Taylor from. I think he's from Scotland. Whatever it is. He knocked whatever unseasoned dish they make out of him on that punch. I thought he almost knocked him out. But he stayed up. I was shocked. He stayed up. He kept his bearings, you know what I'm saying? A little salt and pepper that he uses is in there. So he stayed, he kept his bearings. And I think he's seasoned up food over there. But I'm not gonna say that.
I don't think you can say that.
I've been over there. I've been there. And so
he is Scottish, though. Just let you
Scottish, yeah. The first round was in Scotland. They were a little angry about that. Like Ryder Piper got mad. He came back everything. But so the problem I have this fight, I actually thought Taylor, it could be either draw or Taylor kind of won. I'll say if they would have went to him by one or 2 points, I wouldn't have been mad at that. I think they just gave it to Catterall because it was a close fight and it's a gimmick because the first fight he should have won. He should be undisputed right now. And they're not even talking about doing a third one. Yeah, remember, they're fighting at 140 where you got Cyril Matisse, shout out to Puerto Rico. You got Teofimo Lopez. You got Devin Haney. You have Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Those are the champions at 140. So at one time, that should be Catterall. He should have been the man to have all the belts because he looked like he beat Josh Taylor the first fight. But, they probably tried to right or wrong because since it was a close fight and have Catterall the winner this time. And now they're talking about not really a trilogy. He wants to fight the champions now, So you got David Haney who has to fight his mandatory. Sandor Martin coming up. You got Cyril Matisse who fights I think in like 2 or 3 weeks. I think the 15th, same weekend as Tank, I believe, or it's in July 1 to 2. But he's fighting pretty soon. But then you got Pitbull Cruz fighting on that mega card on August 3rd with Bud Crawford. That's the main event. So you got all the 140s are active right now, and this is a good crew. I'm gonna halt the show right now. Oh my God, take over. What's today? What's today?
Today is the 30th. It is 5:30.
Oh my God, he just derailed everything. What's today?
Today is May 30th, my friend.
All right. I'm going to move past that.
It is my dad's birthday! Yeah, I knew what you were saying. I'm not stupid. I knew what you were saying. No, I thought you were going to say it. I was waiting for you to wish it to him. Yeah, I called him this morning. I told him. And also, as a nice birthday gift to him, we are going to the Celtics game, round 1, and I got us courtside tickets. I'm talking first row by the Celtics entrance, so I'm gonna get pictures with Tatum
to the finals.
and Brad. I'm telling you, I'll prove it to you. I'll show you.
Wow.
I found some very good price tickets that popped up, and I've been keeping an eye on them every day. And I just caught it at the right time when somebody dropped them, and I don't know. Yeah. So
you're not gonna high five Tatum. You're not gonna high five him.
I'm gonna get not only am I gonna high five Tatum, I'm gonna get a picture with Tatum, and I might buy his new shoes just to get them autographed. That's how close I'm gonna be. I'm telling you, front row. Wow. Like I'm not even joking. Row A.
The cap level has risen. The cap level has risen. The cap level has risen.
Be like us. Be like us at Ball and Buzz, because I definitely am wearing the Ball and Buzz shirt there as well. Anyways, happy birthday, Dad. We will enjoy that next week when we go to Boston. I love you. Let's keep it moving. Thank you for that, Dion. I appreciate you shouting out my dad. I appreciate you even remembering my dad's birthday. That's awesome. Good. By the way, just to answer your question, Sabril Matias will fight Liam Paro on the 15th of June, 2024.
Okay, yeah, June, same day as Tank fight. Okay, perfect. So basically what I'm saying is all the 140 pounders are active, and we're probably going to see, because if Devin Haney gets through Sandor Martin, they're already talking about him against Pitbull Cruz. So that could be a fight, unification fight pretty soon. Teofimo Lopez fights in July, or I think it's in July. So all of them pretty active around the same time. We could probably get some unification fights at the 140 weight class, which would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? We love that stuff. So that's moving forward, though. I would say this fight over there, it was a good fight for all the British European boxing fans. They know they come out in droves over there as a sellout, like always, for this Catterall and Josh Taylor fight. So that's one thing American fans are lacking is the crowd participation. You had Turkish Al-Sheikh, always mess his name up, but he talked about 20 million.
Al-Sheikh, you're getting there.
Yeah, 20 million people stole the fight last week for the Usyk and Fury. So all the money he lost. So that's just it's crazy. Y'all stop stealing, okay? Order.
Look,
you guys are
look. First of all, everyone out there, I can't even say that with a straight face. I'm sorry. Look. This is my argument with that, and I'm not saying that you should steal, because no one should. Whatever, it's against the rules. It's illegal to stream. Not saying there aren't a lot of legal things that have been done by Saudi Arabia, but anyways, let's keep moving. Allegedly. Yeah, I don't want to get, and that's a lot of oil money, so I'm sure he'll be all right without some of that. But let's be honest, the money that people lose on these pay-per-views, and I don't really want to necessarily subscribe to people that may not have the money doing that. But a lot of these people are people that don't have the money to stream it and weren't going to stream it anyways, unless they found some site online that just happened to be playing it. Now, if you're smart enough to find said sites, which I don't know what they called or where they are or what they could be, streams.com, I don't know any of that. But I do know that if you're smart enough to find that, and it means you probably weren't going to pay for it anyway. So are they really losing money? No, it's just available to be seen. Anyways, it's a whole nother conversation we could get into.
My close thought on that. Y'all keep fucking around. You're gonna be like Omi and the Hellcat, okay? And research him, okay? Reloaded, yeah. You reload your ass in jail. How about that?
You reloaded your ass in jail.
After that,
I agree. You definitely should never do anything illegal, especially on camera. That being said, let's move on to where we were talking about next. Gervonta the Tank Davis taking on Frank Martin coming, and we're going to go back to Queensberry Matchroom. I want to do this first. That's 5 fighters. So, I mean, you want to do the other one first? You want to do them in chronological?
I can't do my prediction on Tank. I can do some backstory, I can't do my prediction because it's too. That one I probably do a video for, something like that. If we don't get on that week, because that's a big enough fight to kind of do a quick little club banger a little later.
Okay, cool. Well, let's run down their fight tail of the tape. So Gervonta Davis is 29-0, Frank Martin 18-0. Both of them got their O's in place. Good knockout ratio, 93% for Tank, 67% for Frank Martin. I'd already done the research, might as well mention all this. And then Frank Martin got the 2.5 reach, and they're both southpaw, both the same age, 29. So pretty even across the board. Frank Martin with a little bit longer reach, obviously, and Tank Davis with more fights professionally. So what are your initial thoughts? And then you will send out a Club Banger video later for the people.
Yeah, Tank's been fighting a lot longer than Frank. I think Frank picked up boxing at like late teenage. Tank's been fighting since he was a kid, like training boxing. So he does have the advantage there. This is the fight. Well, Frank Martin, I mean, his last fight, he didn't look that great, and they kind of gave it to him. And they were supposed to have him go against Shakur Stevenson with more money, but he did the duck move and then fought Tank. Now he's fighting Tank for, I think, less money on Amazon Prime. And for us in the middle fans, a lot of Tank fans are kind of like LeBron fans or Uber Jordan fans, or you know, Earl Spence had those like Earl sexuals. Like they get too sice on Tank's best things to slice bread when he ain't fought nobody. Okay, he had one. Pedraza's probably his best win. And I like Tank. I think
I love how everybody puts sexuals on the end of someone's name if they don't like them, like bronsexuals.
And then the people that just go out of their way to hate on them with the corny jokes, it's like, oh, they got nothing to do with nothing. Why are you bringing them in? That's like, you know, I saw somebody slip the other day. They're like, oh man, you slipping like LeBron be losing finals. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, why would you say that? Like, they always got to correlate something into something about the person. But yeah, the problem with Tank is he hasn't fought anyone of his complexion that's a slick boxer. He fights a lot of people that are similar to your complexion that are flat-footed and walk straight forward. Okay, y'all can read between that lines. So that's my issue with Tank. Okay, he always likes to talk when there's another fight. Devin Haney's fight. Oh, Wilmer Garcia. Oh, Shakur. You're the seaside. I can't fight you. Like, it's always an excuse not to fight the top people, or it's, oh, we don't care about belts over here. Then why are you boxing? Like, what's the point? Why are you boxing if you don't want belts? Oh, I want to make money. You're not the face of boxing because you weren't on the top 4 list of Forbes fighters and making the most money. So let's stop that right there. Okay, you weren't Joshua, you weren't Usyk, you weren't Fury, and you weren't Canelo. Those were the top 4 most earned the most money in boxing last year. You're not one of them. So to say you're the face, I can't give you that. I want him to win this fight, and I want him to clean that division out. I want him to fight secure, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is a fight that I've been kind of waiting on. I'm glad it's on Juneteenth, and I've been going to a Juneteenth event, which I will document every Black-owned spirit maker's product that I sip. So you guys look out for that too. All right, bam.
Yeah,
come on, man. Light.
I like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and promote those Black-owned businesses, especially the ones making that delicious bourbon and other products. So that being said, thank you for those early thoughts on that fight. Let's move on to the huge fight this weekend, Saturday, June 1st, in the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We will have Turki Al-Sheikh putting on the Queensberry versus Matchroom 5-on-5 matchup. Now, a little bit of this has changed this card, and I know you're going to go into that to let the people know what changes we have experienced so far. But the main event and the co-main event, which we will get into after we do our quick before we do our quick club bangers, say that 4 times fast, is Daniel Dubois versus Philippe Hrgovic and Zhilei Zhang versus Deontay Wilder in a co-dual main event for heavyweights, my friend. First of all, give us your initial thoughts on this, and then I'll go ahead and introduce each of the fights.
So people don't remember Dubois, brother from Great Britain, I believe it's Great Britain, but he had fought Usyk. He's the one that hit him in the stomach. They said it was a low blow, but it really was a body shot, dropped him, and Usyk ended up knocking him out. Then he came back and fought on the
would you mind going into that a little further, because he still claims to this day, and it looked like it was borderline, at least close to the nether regions.
I thought it was fair.
Okay, all right.
That's fine. Shot. They gave that fight was in Poland, I believe, right next to Ukraine. There's no way Dubois was going to win that fight, or something funny that it just wasn't going to happen. So, but Dubois came back, fought a big baby Jarrell Miller, who should not box anymore, tested positive so many times, but beat him. They stopped that fight when it was the same undercard as Ngannou and Joshua. Was it the same undercard? No, it was
I believe so.
Wilder versus Wilder versus Parker, that undercard.
Okay.
Yeah, I think regardless, he won his last fight. He looked better, but he's going against Filip Hrgović, and so Filip, that's the guy who they're going to give the belt to when they strip Ozan Usyk the IBF. That's the guy who's been waiting for a year or two for that mandatory fight. And they, unlike other weight classes, Canelo 168, the IBF is like, nah, we're gonna take this belt from you, and that's where they said they'll take the belt from him. If he wins this fight, that lines up him versus Joshua, where Joshua will get the belt, and then Joshua will fight the winner of the rematch of the Undisputed. That's their kind of plan that they're trying to go with. I got go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead. No, I thought you paused.
Oh no, I was about to say who I got winning, but no, you're good. I will say.
Okay, no, give that a second. Yeah. So, as you mentioned, right, this fight basically, whoever the winner is going to get that vacant IBF world title shot versus Anthony Joshua in Wembley Stadium. They're saying September 20th, September 21st are the rumors right now. And so he's from Croatia, Hrgović, 31 years old, and he is still undefeated. 17-0, 14 KOs. Daniel Dubois from the UK, 20-2 with 19 KOs. Best shot really of winning this is his power, but he can, put the hurting on him. Pause. But Hrgović, as you mentioned, has been the IBF contender now. I believe the whatever mandatory for almost 2 years now. I believe if that's correct. But also, if we look back at his recent fights, his 2023 mismatch against Mark Demori, he also had the fight that he should have won more easily, but lasted till the last round against Dempsey McKean. He has a controversial decision over the man we'll talk about in a second, Zhang, from a few years ago. So while I get the bangers up, and make sure that we have those sounds positively ready to go. What is Dubois' actual chances, since he is a powerhouse, of maybe getting the stoppage in this?
I mean, since it's heavyweight, he does have a I'm gonna get to that. You're 100% right. I was gonna talk about that later, about Islam.
Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Whoops.
Nah. I was coming. That was a great comment because you're on. We'll get to that. So.
I want to bring it back.
This is the thing with Dubois. He's a good fighter, but he has no personality. You know what I'm saying? His personality is just.
Oh man, he's got the personality of sandpaper, son.
Good grief, bro! Like he's like the type of brother. I'm pretty sure he didn't put lotion on in the morning. Like someone had to tell him to put some lotion on. I know he went to school with ashy elbows and knuckles. I know he did, but he's probably too big. Nobody said nothing to him. But his just personality is just not there. But he's not a bad fighter. I'll put it like this.
Oh shit!
You go ahead and hit it over more. I'm ready for the banger. I'm gonna go.
Hold on.
Clubs bangers.
Yes, sir. Club banger. What you got for us, baby?
I think Phil's gonna get him up out of there in the third round. I think it's gonna be a knockout by the third round.
Woo! Third round. That's all you're giving him? Not even
third round. Wow. Third round. Because he reminds me of Joseph Parker before Parker fought Wilder. Because Parker was an ex-WBA champion. He was good. He is a good fighter, but it's a confidence thing for him. And Dubois seems like the guy that, I don't know if it's a British thing, like Leon Edwards. When they get beat or whatever, they just look sad and kind of like moping around. Like his coach had to tell him against Kamaru Usman, come on, Leon, like size him up. And then he, kicked him upside the head and he woke up the next week later. But I just Dubois, I think if Philip gets at him in the first round and pieces him up, he'll be out there by the third. I really do think so.
Wow. All right. Well, there's your club bangers, y'all. I would have thought you would have said that he would have lasted a little longer. I would have at least given him till the 6th or 7th. But yeah, I mean, I obviously trust your opinion more on that. So wow, we should see an early KO third round by Filip Hrgović from Croatia for Clubber D, the Combat G's co-main event club banger. Now, moving on.
Shout out to Croatia.
Shout out to Croatia out
there.
You
got Crow Cop, the MMA legend, the Muay Thai legend, K1 legend, Crow Cop. You got Steve Miocic, UFC. You know what I'm saying? He has Croatian background also. That's all I got for now. Probably some people in the league I don't know.
No, you know what though? I was emailed something by the company that told us gives us like where we're like trending at.
Oh,
and
China
we're trending.
Us.
Yeah, but we're trending in another new country too in the top 40. So let me get that while we keep talking.
Oh,
I'll let you know.
Top 40.
I'll
okay.
let you know.
Hey.
Yeah, I forgot.
So
anyways, let's move on for that for now, and then I'll come back to that. But we have the main event of the Queensberry versus Matchroom 5-on-5 event. Someone that people love to watch. Someone that people want to watch come and knock people out. Now, his name is Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, and he's coming in to fight Zhang. Both of these men have both lost to Joseph Parker just recently as well. Wilder is 38, Zhang is 41, so none of these men can honestly afford to lose this fight at this stage of his careers. Wilder is 43-3-1 with 42 KOs. He said after his last fight, and I saw this because I watched the fight when he fought Joseph Parker, he said he had to regain his love for boxing. And after that fight, he looked very, very dismayed. So I understand because he looked like just a beaten man. But he's back and he knows that this is pretty much, last chance, even though he's been in 13 title fights, which is a lot. So he can always call on that name value. We haven't really seen him do anything until that KO, which you and I watched together, of Robert Helenius, the highlights of that over in New Orleans. And now he's facing Zhang 26-2-1. Excuse me, 3-1 with 26-2-1 with 21 KOs. And so what are your thoughts exactly on this? Obviously, people love to watch Wilder because he has the hands that can really knock you out at any point in time. But I mean, Zhang has been knocking out people too. He's maybe not be as quick or as powerful, but he knocks out people too. So what are your thoughts on this, brother?
Man, I'm probably one of the biggest Deontay Wilder fans, but I was very realistic. I know he's not a good boxer per se, but I've never seen somebody knock down or knock out everybody he fought. Besides Joseph Parker. Before he fought, he didn't knock down Joseph Parker. So take that fight away. If you look at his record, he's either knocked down or knocked out all those people. Probably won't see that again.
42 out of 43 fights. Yep.
Probably won't see that again. And,
that's amazing. Okay, that's crazy.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And the way that he does it at his weight, he learns how, he can snap and just take you out. He's 6'7", very, very linky, very wiry. Basic boxing skills, like I said, doesn't really have. I mean, he does, but it's just not his forte. He's just wild. And wild for Wilder. Problem I think for him was more so when he got really, really famous, got a new girlfriend, was seen in limelight with her. Now he's went back to the dungeon. He done cut the braids off. He's back to the nappy hair. He looked dusty. He's starting to run because he said he never ran. He's starting to run on the track. I still feel that Mark Breland, his old coach, he should go back to him. But Malik Scott is a good coach also that's been with him the last few fights. I don't like when fighters talk about retirement. What's that music in the background? I don't like that. I'm not a fan of when boxers mention any type of retirement or anything. It's not a good sign to me. Yang, was he 41 years old? A big dude, you know what I'm saying? He
41. Yeah.
I got some jokes I will say, but I don't want to get canceled. But he's coming. This is basically anyone from DC DMV area. This fight is gonna be like going to get some mambo sauce and somebody walking up in that shit.
Stupid.
Somebody arguing over Mambo sauce. That's what this fight's going to be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody walk up in there arguing over Mambo sauce. That's what it's going to be. So this fight is, I mean, Yang is 41 years old. So this might be it for him. He got power. Actually, Joe Joyce. I mean, he knocked the braid loose. He, like I said, I think I said it a couple times.
Twice in one
knocked
fight.
him out twice. Almost was a knockout of the year. One of the things I said, but you know, he's the type that he'll knock the race off your face. So Wilder, he might become light skinned if he mess around and find out. Okay, he blacker than me, but if he gets hit by Zhang the wrong way, he might get a couple tunes lighter and have good credit. So I would have said,
shout out by the way, before your club banger, shout out by the way to Clubber Do the Combat G's Clubby Awards. Please go back on the YouTube, check those from last January because they are hilarious. And we go through our awards where Clubber D picks his favorite fights, fighters, knockouts, etc. So, anyways, shameless plug. Continue.
Oh, that was awesome. I love it. And
I'm ready for your one. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
It's tough because Zhang, I like his story. I like, you know, he trains hard. He says the right things. He eats his vitamins, says his prayers. He eats his prayers and says his vitamins. He just says, you know what? Vitamin B. You know?
Oh, yo, that's hilarious.
I haven't got that tongue tied since someone's mom was on my face. But anyway, so
whoa.
Oh, my bad. I said that.
Oh, I just hit myself in the face with the sign.
Jesus. Now it's frozen like that. Now you're good. But I would say this. Zhang against Wilder. This is a fight that, you know, I'm not sure how many people are going to tune in. I'll tune in and watch it and pay for it legally. But
I probably won't. But
the winner I'm going with.
Club bangers. Clubs bangers. Clubs.
7th round knockout, Wilder. I'm gonna do a caveat. Can I do a caveat with this one? This is a clever caveat. I'll do a clever caveat with this one. Okay. If Wilder doesn't get him out by the 7th round, Wilder's gonna get knocked out by the 10th. Okay. I don't see him last. He's light, he's coming in lighter. Zhang's a big dude.
Wait, knocked out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because all Zhang has to do is do what when Tyson Fury fought Wilder, I want to say the second time, Fury came in like a 280. Wilder was like a 217. Small, like 280, 217. Yang's a big dude. So
that's a good point. Pause.
If Wilder's coming in smaller and someone just leans on you, whatever, it's gonna tire you out. You know, and like unlike Usyk used to wrestle when he was a kid. So Usyk knows how to, you know, get your ass up off. He knows how to do that stuff. Wilder knows how to do that stuff. You know, he was an ex-football player, you know what I'm saying? So I think he played for Alabama. But you know, I just, if that fight goes later in the rounds, like past the 7th round, it's gonna be Zhang. But that Wilder past the 7th, going with Zhang. Bam.
Okay. So Wilder KO in the 7th, Clubber caveat. If not, Zhang with the KO. So either way, it should be some good action there in that fight. I, as always, will be rooting for Deontay Wilder. I like Deontay Wilder. I like
good about picks.
Oh no, we'll get to him in just a second. I'm looking at him right now. I like Deontay Wilder's streak, so I hope that he wins. No offense to Zhang, who is, like Clubber D said, a awesome fighter. All right, so now we're going to quickly go through the rest of the fights on this card. It is a 5-on-5, as we mentioned, so there are other good fights with this. There was a replacement, which Clubber D will tell us about as well. So let's go ahead and start off with that fight. First, we have Dimitri Bivol versus Malik Zinad. So go ahead and tell us your thoughts and let me know when we're hitting the club.
Quick little plug or whatever. I want to throw this out there. I totally forgot earlier in my notes. I went to an event called Buzzsprout. Thanks to my homegirl Sarah from Come As You Are podcast. Come As You Are. Y'all check that out.
Whoa.
All y'all are dusty. Check them out. Those ladies.
What's that? How's that spelled?
Whoa. Get off X videos, okay? It's not on X videos.
Oh,
but,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize.
But shout out to her. But I chopped it up with my man Joshua, and he's from 86 Boxing. Check him out on YouTube. 86 Boxing. He dissects fights. He goes old school to Jack Dempsey and Jack Johnson and other back when we were looked as humans. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. But no, he dissects boxing matches and all that good stuff. Well, check out 86 Boxing. All right, we're gonna go back into it. Dimitri Bivol, we're gonna hop back in.
Did you see the recent clip? And I hate to do this to myself, but did you see the recent clip of the guy on Wheel of Fortune where he said "in the butt"?
Yeah, that's
how I feel right now.
That's a pause of the that's a.
The best part of the clip though was the old black lady was on the other side. The first she didn't wait 2 seconds. What? I was dying.
If everyone's seen that Instagram clip of these two brothers, they're doing security at a rock concert, and the lead singer was like, let's talk about blood coming out of his dick, and the one black dude looked at the other guy like, what? Where are we at? That's what that clip reminded me of. Yeah, the dude was right behind him. They're doing security. He's like, blood out my cock. He's like, whoa, hey, yo. Like, what?
Whoa. Hey now.
Yeah, pause of the century.
Pause of the century. All right, so who is your
Clubs
pick on
bangers?
this?
Oh, it's
Clubs bangers.
Dimitri Bivol. Like, I don't know this guy. He tried to grab his,
I don't even know why
he tried to grab his belt during the presser today. And I'm like, bro, you are a replacement, because the fight that I wanted to see, everybody wanted to see, was against Beterbiev. And the fact that Beterbiev messed his knee up, that fight will be later this year. I'm thinking it's going to be on the same card as Tyson Fury versus Usyk rematch in December, which December, I hate that so far. It should be in October, whatever. But I think that's why they push it to December instead of October. They're going to put that fight in there. And this fight is for Dimitri Bivol to stay busy. He hasn't fought, unlike PBC fighters. He likes to stay busy, you know what I'm saying? So he's just getting some rounds in. This guy I don't even know who this guy, what's his name? I don't know those guys. I really don't know his name.
Malik Zinad.
Okay, it's a nod chance you're gonna win. I'm sorry, brother. You ain't
There's a nod chance.
There's a nod chance you're gonna win. It ain't happening, okay? It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Okay. If I'm not gonna jinx Dimitri Bivol, because I don't want to jinx him and him.
You just made up a new word, son. Zinad.
Yeah,
there's
a nod chance you're gonna win, brother. I appreciate you coming out, but you know what I'm saying. I hope they did treat you well, but Dimitri Bivol gonna take care of that. It's just
I hope they give you a 5-star penthouse room at least to come out and get knocked out.
They've been trying to age Beterbiev out. Now he's at the point where, you know what I'm saying, Beterbiev's almost 40 years old, so that fight I can't wait to see. He's coming off an injury. Bivol might have a chance. They just need Bivol to be active. So this is just a stay active fight. Yeah.
I can't breathe the Zinad. I can't breathe. Zinad. There's
Zinad
chance.
Oh, shout out to him, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to him.
Shout out for taking the fight. Hopefully you got paid.
Ain't happening.
Hey.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
All right, let's go into the last quick club banger here. There's 3 more fights, but I think you're only going to want to do this one. If you want to do that, as you can. But we definitely want to do this one. Hamza Shiraz versus former champion Austin Williams. Where has he been for the good life of us? Jeez Louise. What do you got on this?
I like Austin Williams. I
haven't heard that name in years. What happened to him?
I want to stick with what I've been going with. When I first saw this thing announced, I had Queensberry winning. Oh, that's going to better be. That's I don't want to be.
Yeah, it got replaced. You can't do it anymore.
I don't want to say that, but I have Matchroom winning the majority. I believe Austin is on the Matchroom side. Is he Matchroom or is he Queensberry?
Oh, that I'm gonna have to.
It's all good. Don't worry about that. I got Austin winning. Okay. I don't know the round. I'm not gonna say a round, but I got him winning. So that's my caveat. Say, oh yeah, I might go to decision, which is easy to say, but yeah, I got Austin winning.
And then the other 2 fights we got Willie wears. Wow, that's Willie. Excuse me, sir. Willie wears Waldo Hutchinson is what I'm going to start calling him. And versus Craig. I'm going to call him Coach. You remember that show, Coach?
Yeah. Coach back in the day. I remember Coach.
That's my show. Craig Richards. Ooh, the deuce is Craig Richards.
Well, yeah, coach is about to get schooled by a pupil because Wally Hitchens is going to win. So hey, coach is about to get canceled, just like the TV show. You about to get canceled.
All the quips today going on over here, Clever D. Y'all need somebody. Clever D. He's like just give you all the good shit you need to say, like on a date or on a joke session. You just need to call on him. He should be like your little background ghostwriter or something.
I went to Fred Lynn Middle School, and anyone out there who my friends that are watching know what I'm talking about. My older brother, Derek, and all the rest of his friends, and even my friends at Fred Lynn. I'm at the point where it's bad. When I walk into a room, I will look at everybody up in there. Okay, I got 10 in the chamber on everybody. You say something slick, I already got something for you. Okay, so just know when I walk into a room, I got 5 to 6 on everybody. All right, just in case someone want to talk slick. Let's go. We're good. Let's go.
Nice. All right, cool. And then so there is one other fight left on that card, and that is going to be Nick Ball versus Raymond Ford. Who meets Raymond? Who the deuce?
I know these are good boxers. I'm not trying to,
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No. This is me. I
shouldn't have talked about them like that.
No, I'm about to say something too. I'm not trying to besmirch their name.
I don't even know who they are. I'm sorry.
But unfortunately, the way it sounds like their names when they come up with somebody who's just like an average person. Oh, let me see if I can check this out. You think it's Saturday morning wrestling and Ultimate Warrior's about to fight somebody in the ring that you don't know. You know
the Brooklyn Brawler. Just
what
was his name?
Hulk Hogan versus Josh Scott. Who the fuck is Josh Scott? Who is that?
Josh Scott.
Where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, these names sound like that, but I'm going. I'm going with Mr. Ball. I'm going Mr. Ball. I'm going to switch to that.
Hey, Raymond Ford, Nick Ball. I am honestly joking. I'm just for the show. I'm just trying to be funny. I know who you are. I've heard of you. I respect you. I don't want to get beat up. So, hey, thank you for your for boxing.
We got you. If you know you are, it's okay. It's just jokes. Okay,
just jokes, all for the fun. All right. Well, those are the fights on the Queensberry versus Matchroom card. You already gave us the Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin, which will give us a club banger later on that in the video short. So are there any other boxing news that you want to touch on today, sir?
Oh man. So Ryan Garcia. We could not talk about. Well, I'll just say this because you just said Frank Martin just reminded me. So Ryan Garcia just came out and not shocking. He goes, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with I'm going with Tank Davis going against Frank Martin, who's Frank Martin's the stablemate. Derek James trains Frank Martin and was in there when you were training against Devin Haney. That's your stablemate, but you're going against Gervonta Davis, who it's weird. Like all his fans are like they hated Gervonta Davis last year. Now they're,
now that they're in the same camp.
Well, no, it's because they like him because Gervonta doesn't like Haney, and Haney talks about. Gervonta will talk about Haney, so all his fans will. Well, he's talking about Haney too, so let me just gravitate towards them. And I like Ryan, but come on, man. The hair sample.
Now, while we're here, before you go into that, we actually have a mailbag question on this.
Complete bullshit.
Yeah, we have a mailbag question that says, so we might as well, let me take it now real quick. Hold on, let me get to it. Mailbag question. So it says, after Ryan Garcia got the B sample back, this sample came back and said that it was positive for the Ostarine. Not obviously, but it says, I said, I don't know why. Garcia's camp came out and said, whether they're true or not, rumors is what this guy says, about the levels being so low that it couldn't have possibly been anything other than a tainted supplement. Do you believe any of that? I knew what your answer was, which is why
this is Vada. This is Vada. Okay. People don't understand. People don't see. A lot of people just started watching boxing and just read a headline like, "Oh, this person said that with no proof." His levels were 60 times over what New York State. 60 times. It's 120 times more than what Amir Khan used when he got suspended for 2 years in Great Britain.
20 times.
Okay.
Damn.
So, with me, it was more of the Androlone, the other
don't try that.
they call. You know what I'm saying?
Don't try that.
the other substance that they caught him with, I was worried about, like, how that go away. But whatever,
Oh, the nano-androstenedione.
Yeah, that's to get, like, that's
the one the old baseball players used in the steroid era too.
Yep. That's what I was worried about. How come this one didn't show up on that? I mean, he already said that. See, people who don't really like follow boxing or really know too much. Garcia was at the Fury fight in Saudi Arabia, and he said that, oh yeah, it's going to come back negative. I mean, sorry, it's going to come back positive. He said that. He said that a bunch of times. He had a legal IV, which he shouldn't have had. He missed weight on purpose to keep his strength, and that Austrian keeps your strength and endurance. So he did all this on purpose. He's probably cycling off. So, I mean, it is what it is. He cheated. Oh, well. Canelo cheated. Fury cheated. James Toney cheated. Shane Mosley cheated against Oscar. All these fighters have cheated. So he can bounce back, but just don't act like, oh, he had a hair sample. No, he didn't have a hair sample. Where's the proof? There is no proof of a hair sample. And why wasn't Hayes or Vada there for the hair sample? When was the hair sample taken? Why did he say that the week before the big sample came out that he had a hair sample? So people, all you D riders that are just new to boxing, it's fine. Come on in the sport, but just know what you're talking about. You don't know. You don't.
Hey, username El Mystico from San Diego, California. You just got clubbed. Don't come in here with that BS.
What a club was it? Baby Seal?
I just made it up. You can't say baby seals get clubbed on television.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You said that. I said, is it a baby seal? Could have been. I could have talking about anything. Could have been.
Now you're blaming it on me.
Hey, you said it. You. I just put it out there. You make the connection that way.
I'm trying to protect you, and you just do it on me.
No. If you make the connection that way, that's on you. I didn't. I just said it was a baby seal. He could have been. San Diego has a lot of seals and walruses on the beach. Okay, so how dare you? How dare you?
After I thought I had made up a new thing, clubbed. So that way when you hammer somebody, it's like, you got clubbed.
Hey, yo,
and maybe I can put like,
hey, yo, we're not hammering nobody around here. Wow. Hey, yo.
And maybe I put like a graphic up, and it's you holding like a club, like a one of those bats, like it's clubbed.
Anyways, right, type shit. You know, I might do
that.
Which is
from the racing show. What was that show where they did the racing? What was that show called?
My brother.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Ashley and Nutley and all the.
Yes.
Laugh like
that. Yeah. The cartoon where they.
Here's my brother, and he would type in something. He would know that crap.
He would. Come on, Derek. We need you now.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Well, let's go on and move to UFC and MMA this weekend. Yes, the card overall may not be the greatest card ever, but the main event is going to be a very good fight, I believe, no matter who you think the winner is going to be. And the co-main event should be at least a brawling, sort of brutish fight. So let's go ahead and get to this. This will be on excuse me. I apologize. Hold on one second. It's going to be let's start with the middleweight co-main event. It's going to be Paulo Costa, 14-3. versus Sean Strickland, and he's the former champion, but he got beat recently and got the title taken away, and I'm blanking on the name right now, so I apologize. Duplessis, thank you. Drasic, thank you. And he's 28-6 is Strickland, so he is more experienced than Paulo Costa, but obviously Paulo Costa has been a rising star for a little bit here in the UFC. They've been trying to get him over the top. This could be that fight. Sean Strickland could be the gatekeeper here, sort of. They're both 33. They're both staying 6'1". They're both 185 pounds, so matching bodies. Pause. That sounded really bad. 76-inch reach, though, for Sean Strickland, a 4-inch reach advantage. My friend, who do you have in this fight? And what are your thoughts?
I'm glad you put those records out. So you got to understand, Sean Strickland's 33. He's probably at the prime. He's at the prime at his career right now. Paulo Costa, 33 also.
UFC fighters are a little older prime. That's true. Yep.
So with Costa being the same age, it's different. So 6 years ago, he'd been that young gunner, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand. So both of them are both 6-6 in their last fights. I'm sorry. 3-3 in their last 6 fights. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Strickland 3-3 is a little different than Costa's 3-3. Where Costa, the start of his 3-3 was back in 2018. okay, until now. So he's had only 6 fights from 2018 till now.
Wow.
And
I just thought of the date. I just thought of the date when you said that. I was like, wait a second. That's a long time.
Mm-hmm. Before his last fight, he went 18 months in between that fight. Okay.
Wow. So okay. So,
he hasn't been active like Strickland. And mind you, they're both 33. So Strickland, when he moved up to middleweight or whatever, he started when he fought Izzy, he was doing that kind of Philly shell boxing style. You haven't really seen that in MMA. That's only strictly in boxing because takedowns and whatnot. But he does it perfectly. Even the Duplessis fight, that could have went towards him. I thought he won the fight, but whatever. They gave him Duplessis. I kind of see what's going on because they want him versus Izzy. That's a bigger fight. They want to bring the UFC to
South Africans versus each other. Right?
That's well, Izzy's he ain't South African, but it's it's Africa versus Africa. It's Africa versus Africa. Same continent. You know what I'm saying? One's out in the. I'm not gonna start, but
don't do it. Don't do it.
Today, y'all got to pay for that. But this fight, I like Paulo Costa, but
you do. You've always been high on Paulo Costa.
I've always been a fan of him. Even when Luke Rockhold put his blood all up in his face. Oh, it's disgusting. But it was disgusting. Golly, like Hangman Page and
and Swerve Strickland. Which, by the way, Tony Khan, give Swerve Strickland a better run. This run is so subpar and ugly so far. He deserves so much better. Anyway,
Mayweather was front row the last ring.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather was there. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, that's cool. So he looks old, by the way. Floyd I know he is old, but he's got the gray going on now, and the afro was looking a little nappiness.
He's old. Yeah, he all that paid for hair.
He didn't want to get a shape up before he came to the event.
All that is paid for hair up there, Floyd. Allegedly, that's all that paid for.
But you know what though, and this is going to sound really bad, but I don't care. He still looked better than all those mark-ass AEW troglodytes that live in their mother's basement.
Troglodytes? Jesus Christ. Why are you attacking AEW fans? What did they do to you? Jesus.
I don't know. I listen to too much Disco Inferno. Shout out Keeping It 100. I listen to too much Disco Inferno.
Yeah, grief. Man, that's other nice people. But
so anyways, all right. So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll do it. I got you. So I'm going to go with for
Let's
this
go
fight.
Ahead and get the club bangers here.
Clubs bangers.
I'm going with Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland's going to win. I don't even know what round. I think it might go to distance.
Okay. But decision? I think unanimous decision?
I think it's unanimous. It's unanimous. Because Costa is good. He's a good fighter, but he gasses. He's too muscular. Okay. And when you got a lot of muscles, blood goes straight to your muscles, and that was a little.
Only because I did that beforehand, but it wasn't like a yum. It was just like a I understand, but it sounded bad because it's like he's muscular.
No, you're like he on the menu. But anyways, Costa, you gas a lot when you got all those muscles, and he's not that active as much as Sean Strickland. And Sean Strickland trains crazy, so I got Strickland winning this.
Okay.
I would say a caveat if Costa knocks him out, that's the only way I can see him winning.
I was just about to ask that. Can Costa knock him out?
He can. Paulo Costa can knock him out. But I just think Sean Strickland's is boxing. Like once you get in close, he does something stupid. He's gonna take you out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So look at KT, listen to MMA. Look at that. I'm gonna go with my man Sean Strickland on this one.
Hey, what up, my boy Canteen? That reminds me, y'all, tune into the Bottom Line Sports Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead and subscribe at the Bottom Line Sports. Shout out, Cam. All right. So before we get into the main event of this fight, I do want to do the club bangers really quickly on just the rest of the card. And if you don't have any thoughts, that's fine. It's just two other ones that I want to go over. First, we have the women's strawweight bout between former Invicta FC atomweight champion Michelle Waterson. We've known her as she's now Michelle Waterson Gomez, so she got married. And Jillian Robertson was was postponed to this event from a previous event for undisclosed reasons. So, what is your club banger on this one?
I'm a big fan of Michelle Watterson. She's been around for bangers, and her nickname's the Karate Hottie. You know what I'm saying? She's been there. She reminds me of the girl you were playing beer pong with when I was down there a couple. Yeah. At Party Foul or whatever game, whatever bar we were at. But Michelle Watson, unfortunately, she's got to the point where she might be a gatekeeper for some of these younger young ladies, unfortunately. And I'm a big fan of hers, but you know what, Michelle? I'm going Michelle.
Bangers, clubs, bangers.
Karate Hottie, let's go.
Michelle Watterson, let's go. I as well am. I've always been a fan of Watterson. Like you mentioned, she had the Korean hottie name, and it's always brought attention to her. But she's been a really good fighter. Granted, she's getting up there in age, but I'm with you. I got that one. All right. So then the co-main is going to be a heavyweight bout between former Bellator heavyweight world champion Alexander Volkov, as I like to do that when I say his name, and Jailton Alameda, the Brazilian, my friend. How do you feel about this fight?
So if people don't know Alexander Volkov, he looks just like Dolph Lundgren. So if you look that up, he looks just like him.
Hilarious. He really is.
He is the one who Derek Lewis fought against on the Khabib Nurmagomedov card against Conor McGregor, and when Derek Lewis beat him in the last second with a knockout, he took his drawers off and said, "My balls are hot." So
that's what I was like, was that the one where he took his shorts off? Okay.
Yeah, that's him. He's tall, long, rangy. He's like 6'7". You know what I'm saying? He can strike well. Alameda,
he's a big boy. Yeah, they're both big boys though. They're both huge.
I'm gonna go like I'm going with Volkanovski. Volkanovski. Volkum.
Clubs, bangers, clubs.
I say his name right.
Clubs.
Oh,
I got too much shit going on over here.
Yeah, what's going on over there? Volkum, right?
Volkov.
Volkov. I keep thinking of Volkanovski, but yeah, Volkov. I got him because of Islam, but I'm going Volkov because he's been looking good, man. When he fought Tui, he used his range. He's starting to use his length a lot more and keeping fighters at bay. You're 6'7", you're long and lanky. You know what I'm saying? Use that. He's been using that. He's a great kickboxer. So I'm going with him for this fight.
I mean, as you mentioned, he is. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, I'm saying heavyweights. It's gonna be a knockout. I don't know what round it's gonna be a knockout though.
Okay. Yeah. No, as you mentioned though, he is 6'7", so he's obviously pretty tall. And so I mean, I agree completely with you. I think the big boys, someone's gonna go in there and knock somebody out. Alexander Volkov, is 35 years old, so he's still in that high range of like MMA prime kind of. But Jailton Alameda, even though he doesn't have as much behind him, he is still only 32, so he's 3 years younger. But yeah, I feel you. Volkov is, in my eyes at least, is the better fighter. So, all right, and then finally we get to the main event, and wowzers, this is going to be an awesome fight because one of our favorites, we both love him. He is 25-1. He is your lightweight champion after beating Alexander, who you just mentioned, the aforementioned Alexander Volkanovski, beat him twice in championship members, albeit the last one was off of 3 weeks, short training camp, but still, it counts. So but now at the same time, because those were his only fights, his hot fire kind of start has kind of started fizzling out a little bit. So the UFC needed to feed him something that was going to be great. And if you want great and you want a great fight, what you want is Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Because every time Dustin Poirier gets in the ring, he is going to put on an absolute show. So we both love Poirier, but he's coming off. Let's also not forget about this. He's coming off what was it? 3 weeks ago or 3 months ago?
I was in Nashville. I was with you.
Yeah. So 2 months ago, 2.5 months
2 months ago, yeah.
Where he fought Holloway, right?
No. He fought Saint Benoit. The French guy.
Saint Benoit. I'm thinking about Holloway getting knocked out.
Not the Canadian crippler, but different Benoit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. But anyways, so Dustin the Diamond Poirier, we both know he's going to go in there. He's going to give everything that he has, and this might be his last chance at a title shot. It may not be, but it could be. So, what are your thoughts on this epic fight, my friend?
First and foremost, I'm glad you said that about Dustin Poirier. He's a Louisiana guy, has a hot sauce, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Boot. Got a lot of family down there.
I didn't know he made hot sauce. I need to try this hot sauce.
He has a hot sauce. I had poured it on someone's mother the other day. Anyways, but so you got to understand with Dustin, you're getting a good fight. This man has 12 either performance or fight of the nights in UFC. 12. Okay? So that lets you know he comes to scrap. And he has one submission tonight, which I don't think they do that anymore. But yeah, 12 fight or performances of the night he's fought a who's who. You think of anybody in the 145 155 weight class, he's fought him. From Gagey to Conor to Eddie Alvarez, Max Holloway, he's fought everybody. Okay, he is 35 years old, but thing about him, you cannot count Dustin and Diamond out. And like the homie posted right here, I saw the weigh-in today, not the weigh-in, but the press conference. Islam, I mean, I don't know if his English is just getting better, but he's getting very cocky. He is very, very cocky. They had a heated face-off today.
Wow. Okay.
Poirier, he's 2-2 out of his last 4. He was on a downward slope, but then kind of turned it around. I'm a big fan of Dustin. I watched him ever since he was on the oh my God, what show was it? I think it was right before he got the WEC. They were on it was a startup show, and he was on there. Tap Out. He was on a Tap Out show. He's one of the fighters.
Tap Out. Wow.
Yeah, he was on that show. Yes.
Holy cannolis.
Exactly.
Where did that come from? I didn't even remember that.
I got it all up here, just like your moms and numbers. So, yeah. So he was on that show. So I've been following this man for a minute since WEC. Big fan of him. But what can we say about Islam, Omar? What can we say about Islam?
I mean, I obviously we've hyped him up. He's beat the man that we thought was the man previously after Nurmagomedov retired. But as has been mentioned, he doesn't fight as often as many people would like for this sort of champion. Whereas Poirier is always down for a fight. So, yeah, go right ahead.
Fun stat, Omar. I'm so glad you segued into he doesn't fight as much. And I'm a big fan of Islam, okay?
Big fans. Both of us are. Yep.
Islam is he's that dude. And
would you agree that he's like a bigger version of Nurmagomedov? Would you agree with that? Would you?
Oh, it's cousin of Khabib?
Maybe even a better striker, but maybe not as good as a wrestler.
When I saw Poirier and Islam together today, face off.
Mm-hmm.
Islam is a big 155. I can see him moving up to 170.
Yeah, he's hulking, right? Yeah,
he's a big dude, and you got to understand, Poirier, he was the interim champion, and then he lost to Khabib in the third round when they fought.
Yep, that's
so
right.
He's never really been the champion. Islam, on the other hand, man's on a 13-fight win streak, but excuse me, you got to understand, his last 5 fights were either in October or February of the following year. This is the first time in 5 fights he has not fought in October or February. That's a weird stat I found out today.
That is weird. Nice.
So I think, and also when he won the belt, and then he fought Charles Oliveira. I think he knocked him out. I think he knocked him out in the first, second round.
Yep. Well, it was a submission. I'll check.
Submission. It was 1 or 2, but then Islam took out Volkanovski twice when the 145 champ was moving up. I still like Holmes said here. He is kind of cocky. He was kind of cocky today, and this one's tough because I really like both fighters. I'm a big fan of Islam.
Hold on.
Islam doesn't get as canceled as much as somebody like Devin Haney in the boxing era world, because Devin Haney, I feel like he gets a lot of people hate on him because he said he'll never lose to a white boy when he fought Lomachenko, and ever since then everyone just hates everything about Devin Haney. And Islam, like Khamzat Chimaev, he doesn't run to the ring saying Allahu Akbar, saying I want to kill everybody, because a lot of these cornbread Americans don't really understand stuff. But Jesus Christ, this one's tough. I was going back and forth.
Bangers.
Back and forth.
Clubs, bangers, club.
Islam second round submission, doing it a round before his cousin did it against Khabib. When Khabib choked out Dustin Poirier, I'm going with Islam second round submission.
Wow! You heard it here first. Second round submission. Islam Makhachev to defeat Dustin the Diamond Poirier. By the way, Clubber D, just to tie everything together, which is hilarious because you said this correctly, Makhachev actually beat Charles Oliveira at UFC 280 in October 22 by an also submission in the second round. So he looks like he's submitting people in the second or third round there around, that's kind of his thing. Okay. Islam Makhachev, you better go put your FanDuels, your DraftKings, your ESPN bet as the new kid on the block, whatever you're doing, whatever you're betting, go out and put your bets, because Clubber D is the expert you want to hear. I'm going to have to go back now and check all of his picks, but last we checked, he was 26 of 29, so I will give you an updated.
26 of 29. So 26 of 29.
Yep, he's missed 3 on the year, and I have to check that to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So, I don't know how you get better than that, folks. I don't know who you want. There's no better expert than the man right here.
It's only 3. Okay, I probably missed more, but recently, who knows? But it's only 3, and that's I think it's
to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And Clubber D, when it comes to UFC, MMA, and the likes, is the man, and you cannot beat him. Let me give you a Ric Flair.
Jet fly, you're stealing, wheeler dealer, son of a gun. Woo, 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 woo.
Shout out Francis Long. We love you and we miss you.
Oh, Francis. What up, man?
All right. Well, that is it for 302. Let's go ahead and move to the mailbag because I know the game is on. People are probably watching, and I have a doctor's appointment in the morning as well. I got to really pee right now because I went to the gym earlier. Drank a lot of water. Y'all don't need to know that. Anyways, mailbag time. As you mentioned earlier, or you alluded to earlier, Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury now have their rematch scheduled for December 21st. Obviously a long time away, but what are your thoughts on this fight? Early thoughts.
It's early, but I'm glad they're doing it. I honestly think that they're pushing it back this far because they think what's his name? I just saw the score of the game. Ooh, that looks rough.
What's the score of the game? I haven't seen anything.
42 Dallas, 23 Minnesota. So yeah.
Oh shit, I gotta go upstairs.
Kyrie's coming back to Boston. But I would say this. I want to see how Fury looks closer to the fight. If he's lost more weight, if he's trying to be more active in the fight, or if he's gonna gain more weight and come in heavy for this fight. That's gonna dictate a lot of stuff. And I want to know if my prediction is correct, where they're gonna have Better BF against Bivol undisputed on this as well to make it a very big card. There's also rumors with Turkish Al-Sheikh want to do a Mexico versus American fight card, but Canelo Alvarez already said there's no amount of money to make him fight Terrence Crawford. That's cool. So fight Benavidez or David Morrell, but he'd rather fight Berlanga one of your countrymen from Puerto Rico, but Berlango doesn't deserve a title shot. But Canelo fights people he thinks he can beat. So that's what he does, you know.
I love Edgar, but he's still young and needs a lot of adobo and some sazon on his.
he might get hit with a Mexican mofongo. You never know. He might get hit with a
Mexican mofongo.
Never know.
Shout out mofongo. I love. Absolutely.
Fucking amazing.
That's really
So
the
good.
only plantain-based dish that I will eat consistently.
You like sweet plantains?
I don't like sweet plantains. I do not. I absolutely hate sweet plantains. I cannot eat plantains unless they are fully cooked and there's no flavor. Like, I cannot eat sweet plantains. I do not like them. They're gross to me. Shout out to
Puerto Rican. How are you Puerto Rican? How is it possible?
I know. My mom gets mad at me every day.
Shout
out, Mom. I love you. I'm sorry. That comes from the Polish power. Thank you for your question. Next question. Earl Spence Jr. has a new trainer. How do you feel this will work out for him? And this comes from Get Down Jim. And this is in, wow, really? Montana. We got some people from Montana coming in. So
hey, shout out to Phil Knight and all those other rich folks out in Montana. You know what I'm saying? Montana, if people don't know this, off the minerals and things that Montana resource that Montana has, they make enough money for all of America. That's the most rich state in minerals.
Wait, is that true for real? That
very true. It's very true. Montana has all that stuff. If we were like the countries, Montana can fund everything. Yeah, they make a lot of money with their minerals, all that fracking and things like that. Trust me. Wow. I've been knowing some stuff. But
I like it.
Earl Spence, he was in Philly, so I don't know if he's talking to Jerron Ennis's dad, Bozy, as his trainer, but he was in Philly and he's looking for a new trainer because the issue with him and Derek James is that Derek James like, yo, you owe me money from the Crawford fight, like $3 million or $5 million, and he's like, no, I'm only going to pay you $300,000 or $400,000. So it's an issue going on with the money with Earl Spence and Derek James, his old trainer. So he is getting a new trainer. I don't know if it's going to be Bozy Ennis. He's in Philly right now, so who knows if he's going to be trained by him. You know, he's at 154, so it's not a conflict of interest. So to where Jerron Boots Ennis is going to fight him. So I don't know, but as long as they can teach Earl Spence not to be flat-footed and keep his hands up, he'll be all right. Just saying.
Okay. Well, there you have it first. That's the updated news on Earl Spence Jr. We will see what happens next. The final question comes from Loked Out Gangsta. And this is from Long Beach, California. And obviously it would be, you know who they're asking about.
Yeah.
You already know probably, but then it says new news came out about UFC card from Abu Dhabi in August. August 3rd is the date. He didn't know the date. I am supplementing that. It will be on August 3rd. I looked it up.
Why would they do that?
The main event will be Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. But our fine gentleman from Long Beach. Oh, by the way, there'll be other fights on here. Cheeto Vera, Stevenson Figueiredo, Mackenzie Dern, Lupe Godinez, and Tony Ferguson, Michael Chizea. So this is going to be a stacked card in Abu Dhabi. But the one he's asking about, the one he's asking about is the co-main event, which will be 5 rounds, which usually is not true in a co-main event. Vicente Luque comes against apparently our favorite for this mail-in mailbagger, one of our fans, shout out, Nick Diaz is coming back. What are your thoughts on this August 3rd fight night?
So reports were out there that Nick Diaz wants to come back. He wanted to fight GSP or it was GSP.
Yeah, he had all kinds of
Kevin Holland, Michael Venom Page, like all these different people, you know. And last time we saw Nick Diaz, he fought Robbie Lawler, and he looked like sick Diaz. He did not. He looked terrible. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I'll be right back.
I didn't understand. Omar had to cut out, but yeah. So I don't understand. Like the last time Nick Diaz came back, he's a legend. We all love him. But Vicente Lupe, he fought. I want to say, what's the brother's name from St. Louis? Numanza. That's going to be later, but yeah, he lost to him recently, and it wasn't too good. But I'm glad to see Nick Diaz back. If he's motivated, this man used to do triathlons. He was used to spar with Andre Ward, him and his brother. Even though when his brother fought Jake Paul, it didn't look like he ever sparred a day in his life. But I'm always a fan of Nick Diaz. You know what I'm saying? He's never had a cardio issue, never had anything. But
I heard you in the background.
Joaquin Buckley. That's his name.
Buckley. Suffered a second round TKO loss to Joaquin Buckley. Yep, you had it right.
Okay, I tell you, I got a little something in there. But yeah, like Nick Diaz is a legend. I like to see him. He's fighting overseas. I don't, they have different laws on what you put in your body, but whatever. So I don't know if they let that go.
I don't know if they let that go on though. I don't know if that's illegal over there.
Listen, Rampage Jackson's podcast.
Whatever.
I was just a Rampage Jackson's podcast and Pride, which really got me big into MMA. Pride company over in Japan. They didn't drug test at all. So,
oh wow, okay.
A lot of people were just
inside information from the combat sports expert. I love it.
That's why the whole stigma with Pride fighters going against UFC fighters was that they didn't test over there. And UFC back in the day, y'all can go on your little Google, or if you got UFC fight pads, Dana White did a deal with them back when UFC was still coming up, where they let their fighters come over there. So you'll see Chuck Liddell going against a skinny ass Alexander Overeem at 205, and all of them are in Chuck Liddell's corner wearing UFC gear at Pride event. And then when he fought Rampage Jackson, you saw what happened later that night. But
yep,
it's. I like seeing that this card rivals the other card, but I just don't like. I didn't know the date, and I'm pretty pissed off that they're doing this shit again. Where I got a nice boxing card, the best boxing card we've had since probably HBO days boxing. I mean, we got Bud Crawford going for 2 belts. You got I think Pitbull Cruz going against Rilo. You got freaking who else is on this damn card? David Morrell's on the card. Andy Cruz, one of the best young prospects at 135, a Cuban gold medalist boxer. You got him on the card. You got if Deontay Wilder wins, he's going against Big Baby Anderson on this card. Gerald Anderson, I believe his name. Excuse me. He's going to be on this card. You know what I'm saying? You got Clubber D on this card.
Clubber D on the card.
I thought I was going to be on the card, but whatever. I read a card. I read a card, but people know
like Chris
Turkish Al Sheikh. This is his card, but it's his first big card in America. It's in Los Angeles. So he's moving from Saudi Arabia to America. He's trying to get the American market also. So this card is freaking huge. It's big. Pause. But I'm ready for it. Can't wait for it to happen.
The card is big. Pause. All right. Awesome. Well, hey, that is amazing. Thank you so much for y'all. Wow. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning into Clubber D's expert analysis on boxing. The huge Matchroom Queensberry 5-on-5 match coming up Saturday. He also gave you UFC 302, his club bangers. Make sure you go put the money on the Makhachev second round submission. And also for boxing, you're going to want to have that Deontay Wilder KO. Probably on the parlay in the bets, it's going to be either rounds 1 through 6 or 7 through 12 is usually how they do that. So I would probably bet on the Deontay Wilder before 6 because Clubber D said in the 3rd round. So go ahead and put your bets and your parlays in. That is all we have.
Hedge your bet with Yang. Anything after 7 rounds, I think Yang will win, either decision or knockout. Anything after the 7th, it's all gonna be Yang because I think that's what's gonna happen. That's
actually perfect. Because, that's perfect because now you've given them the exact way to bet. Because when you get on these betting apps, you're gonna have in a boxing match, someone wins 1 through 6. It's usually the person that can't do the knockout, Zhang, and then you have so they'll try to mix you up. So make sure you're paying attention to who's winning rounds 1 through 6 and who's winning rounds 7 through 12 because Deontay Wilder is a 150 favorite. 150 favorite. Zhang is Wilder's 120 favorite. Zhang is a 150 underdog. So make sure you get those bets in for Wilder. And I really wanted to show my tickets for the game, but for some reason it won't let me bring up the screen so I can show you all the tickets. So never mind. I guess I won't be able to. So, and I got a piece, so I got to hurry up and
most people buy their tickets off StubHub. He bought his tickets off a brother named Bub down the street. So you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why his tickets ain't really going. I tried to throw that in.
That is tremendous and not true at all. And I'm going to show this screen just to prove so we can kind of see what's going on. Hold on.
You won't show your bank account. You won't show your card number.
But I will show that. I will show that arrow right there on the front row, baby. You see that right behind the Celtics bench, right next to the tunnel. Row seats 5 and 6 on the first row. So I'm excited.
That's awesome.
Birthday present for my pops. Thank God I'm blessed to be able to do things like that. Thank God for my friend Clubber D, the Combat G. Thank you all for y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. It's Ball and Buds. We're always here for y'all. We will be back, and the next time we're going to do this now. So we have this all confirmed, but we have 303 UFC, Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Everybody is waiting to see this. That is going to be on Saturday, June 29th. So I assume, are we going on the 27th, Clubber D? Thursday the 27th, or are we going Saturday 29th? It's going to be Vegas, so it's a late card.
We'll talk offline about that one. We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll have to get back. Just make sure you subscribe to @Ball and Buds. If you subscribe to our YouTube, you'll see videos every day. I'm editing and putting out videos all the time. If you please follow to our Instagram as well. Ball and Buds, BALLANDBUDS. Ball and Buds at Instagram is where we put out our promos and let you know exactly when the next shows will be. But again, our next show will be for that UFC 303 Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, which will be June 29th. There's also a good fight night on June 22nd as well, Whitaker versus Chimaev. So we will probably review that and preview the Conor McGregor. So again, we thank you for tuning in. As always, we thank all our fans. Make sure you subscribe. Clubber D, I have to go pee and catch the game. Sign us off, my friend.
I'm going to sign you guys off with, like I said, I was at an event. I should have mentioned this earlier, but it was a Buzzsprout event, and it was amazing meeting other podcasters. You got, I'll put this out there. If you like comic books, go on Spotify right now and type in Bargain Issue Comic Books, or comics, I'm sorry, Bargain Issue Comics. Met the brother, nice dude. And then all you ladies, for the 2 ladies that are listening, maybe 3, depending on if I know you or not. Okay, Sensual Faith podcast with Lynn Briggs on Spotify. Okay, she talks about all that stuff, and you know what I'm saying, I was tricking a little bit. You know what I'm saying, I was being dusty, but you know she didn't care about me. But anyways, Sensual Faith podcast, Lynn Briggs, check her out. She's amazing. Come As You Are podcast, my homegirl Sarah. Her trio, they are amazing young ladies. They do a great podcast. Come As You Are. You can COM, not you nasty folks. Come As You Are podcast and talk about everything from relationships, regular stuff to just normal day struggle. You know what I'm saying? Check them out also. That's all I got. 86 boxing. Man Joshua. Check them out, man, too.
Shout out to everyone he just said. I'm not going to go through them again, but we really appreciate y'all tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe to all of those shows he just said, because you know what? If we do not support each other, then we do not grow. Support each other, respect each other, love each other, and we will all get along beautifully. For Clubber D, the Combat G, my friend and yours, for the Sports Professor. By the way, go check out my new show, Mind of the Professor. Came out the other day. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. Shameless plug. We love you. Love, blessings, salute. Peace out, y'all. Peace. And happy Memorial Day to everybody.
That's right. For all the ones that...
He's with the millions.
It's that world heavyweight flow. Championship belt wrapped around my waist. Yo, I got that Ric Flair figure flow. Slam you on the pavement, that's why they call me Street Pro. Create heat on beat flow. Like Jordan after the second time he three-peated, folks. Get ready, set, let's go. Fight toe to toe, release the flow created by this mic pro. Lights, camera, get low. Action packed, back to back. In fact, this monster will grow. Y'all better let him know. Man with the master plan, and you have no need to know. Hard like winter cold. Bust these fools, anything less than killing whack rappers is a crime. I stay trying to get mine. Stacking value, packing venues, winning over time. Ain't no fine timeline. Open your eyes, you're looking for the best, and this is what you find. Game is only for the bold. You came prepared, now get ready for the show.
Introducing from parts unknown, your UFC and combat sports insider, Clever D, the Combat G, and the Sports Professor.